Yeah, it's a little choppy.
After Bora Bora, we stayed for a day in Raiatea, and now we have a 4-hour navigation to Huahine. If I had any complaint with Dream Yacht Charter, it would be the schedule. With a firm timetable, we motored everywhere, even when the sails were up. Here we are motoring directly into a 20-knot wind with the sails up for show. No other boats were seen on the crossing because they weren't on a schedule. The seas would be rougher on the crossing to Moorea later, and that would be a 14-hour journey. Once we got to Huahine and entered the lagoon, it was another nice day in French Polynesia. With the boat anchored, we took the dinghy ashore for a short hike in the jungle. There we would explore the ruins of a resort destroyed by a freak tornado. In this part of the world, tornadoes are rare. The locals, however, think it has more to do with karma because the owners of the resort were not practicing fair labor and equitable economics with the locals. We enjoyed the flora, and a panoramic view awaited us at the top of the ridge. The rest of the day we spent snorkeling. The corals looked much healthier than what we saw on Ta'a and Bora Bora. Huahine gets a little less traffic, but tourism is picking up here too. Unfortunately, I suffered a technical issue with my camera that afternoon, so I'm only able to show you a limited amount of what we actually saw. The next day we spent it riding around the island in the back of a pickup truck because that seemed real safe. Here the guide is pointing out that Huahine in Polynesian means pregnant woman, and the island is actually shaped like a pregnant woman. You have the face, the breasts, and the pregnant belly. She went on to tell us something about the male genitalia being somewhere else on the island, but I didn't get a picture of that. Historically, the island has been ruled by women, though. Driving around the island, there were a few opportunities to pull over for a scenic overlook. Here, a beautiful vista of the lagoon. Is that right next to you? Alright, so this is the bridge that connects the two islands. And evidently they were very proud of it because they wanted to show it to us and make sure we walked across it.
Looks like a little child's trying to commit suicide. I'm going to have to go top down. Rocks?
Yeah, it says right there.
Yeah.
Interdiction de plonger.
I'm pretty sure that means no diving.
Your French is good.
Yes.
So this isn't exactly the Golden Gate Bridge, but it is listed as one of their top 2 tourist attractions. Over there you can see the island we snorkeled around the day before. Some of the best snorkeling on the trip so far. So when we got to the other side, we found some kids that were jumping off the bridge. Obviously they do this all the time. But one of my shipmates decided that he needed to do it. Now there is no hospital on the island. They have a doctor, but if he needs trauma, they're going to have to ship him to Raiatea, which is about a 3 to 4 hour boat ride, and you saw how choppy the water was, or wait till he can get airlifted. The guide was not too happy. His brand new wife was not too happy, but he did it anyway.
No hospital.
So I told you the bridge was one of their top 2 tourist attractions. The other one is the freshwater eels. They're actually blue-eyed freshwater eels. All the other eels have brown eyes, but these have blue eyes, and that's I'll let you pick the order of 1 and 2 since you've seen both now. But they're interesting. The eels live for about 50, 60 years, and the people of the village take care of them. Here we see the hand pollination of the vanilla flower. The flower only lasts 1 day and blooms between 5 a.m. and noon. If it's not pollinated, it will not produce a vanilla bean. This was a more industrial setup from the traditional one we showed you on Ta'a. Notice the trellis and the shade cloth. Either way, the whole process is very labor intensive. Here's a good close-up of the vanilla orchid. Every time you touch land in French Polynesia, there's going to be a chance to go to a pearl farm, and this was no exception. At the end of the tour, they took us out to this place, and it was set up to look like it was a pearl farm operation, but it's doubtful that they were farming pearls there. The majority of these probably came from outlying islands. Also, the pretty blue pottery there, it came from another area of French Polynesia and wasn't made in Huahine. Time for a beer at the yacht club before we leave Huahine. A 14-hour overnight navigation to Moorea in some heavy seas awaits us. Don't miss our swim with the whales, and hit that like and subscribe button for us.